On this week's edition of Abomination, we have a Hampton Bay Pilot 2. Yeah, this is the definition of UGMO. Alright. This thing is the derivative of the initial Pilot, which was originally known as the Cessna. This is a 52-inch fan, or technically 52 and 44-inch. It uses two motors, two 188 by 15 millimeter motors, running in opposite directions. This thing's weird. It's made by King of Fans. Ugh, so weird. It has a halogen light. And for the purpose of testing, I'm going to be running it on a solid state control because the original aftermarket-ish remote wasn't with it. And this thing can be hardwired to any control. So anyway, let's see what it does. Now, the motor on the bottom is running slower because it has a lower capacitor value so that it matches the speed of the top motor when at full RPM, at full speed. So on lower speeds, there's a bit of offset. This is probably one of the earlier King of Fans products to use a reinforced mounting bracket. You know how the normal ball socket bracket is just zinc. The reinforced ones have a steel overlay, a stamped steel overlay as an extra measure to reinforce it, because this thing actually weighs quite a lot. With two motors, weighs a lot more than you'd think. This fan is dated 2006. These were not available for terribly long, maybe 3 years, or maybe 3 to 5 years if that. And as you can tell, judging by the style, at least I can see why. It's an UGMO. The blades are pitched at 18 degrees. And obviously with the solid state control it hums like a bastard. Turn up the speed a little bit. Now you're probably wondering why? Why the hell would you get this abomination? Two reasons. One, most important reason, morbid curiosity. See, I remember seeing these things in Home Depot back when they were new. And I always wondered if such a design would actually be effective. Number two, $10. This hideous thing doesn't have a crap for all of $10. So that's my threshold. If it's $10 or less, I'll get it no matter what the hell it is, as long as it's not a complete turd. Let's turn up a little more. Yeah, the Cessna, or Pilot, was a 60/52-inch fan. The Pilot 2 derivative is a 52/44-inch fan. Now, as you can see, as it gains speed, the speed between the motors starts to become in sync. Starts to sync up. Now, let's put it up a little more. We're at a medium-ish speed right now. Let's go straight to high. Screw it. Now this is high speed. Now at high speed, it actually moves air. Because you have two motors driving 18-degree pitched blades, 2 blades each. Yeah, it's moving air. Quite a lot of air, in fact. No slouch. There's a little bit of a wobble, which you can't really do too much about. The blades are plastic, which leads me to believe that this one was damp rated. Now, as far as I'm aware, this two-motor concept has been repeated once. And it was, in fact, I think it still is, by Kraft Made. They made a kid's fan with 5 upper blades and 5 lower blades of a smaller diameter, which spin independently and in opposite directions. So, yeah. But for the most part, this concept hasn't really been repeated. And I wonder why. Some would say it's too bizarre. Some would say it's hideous. Some could say it's even inefficient because you have 2 motors instead of just 1. But, who knows? Now let's let it coast. And there you have it, another abomination, a Hampton Bay Pilot 2.